Today was a bit of a different day for us. We stopped working clearing the land and I planted raspberries canes. Our neighbors generously gave us a bunch of raspberry canes, so definitely going to take advantage of that and get them planted. So what we did is we chose an area that's going to get at least probably about 8 hours of sun here all day long. I had an area that was actually had some logs here, so I picked the logs all out and it was a nice smooth area. It's a little bit elevated, so it's nicely drained because raspberries do not like wet feet, so it's not in a low area. I planted them 6 feet apart, so I'll be able to get the lawnmower in between. When I planted them, I made sure to dig the hole deep enough so that they didn't get any J root, and the roots were able to spread out as well. That loosened the soil up so that it wasn't hard. This gives better soil for the roots to grow. After I planted them, I then fertilized. One thing with fertilizing raspberries in the springtime, you want to make sure that it's a balanced fertilizer. So I had a 18-18-19 for my Christmas trees, so I used that. Now, I think recommended is probably closer to a 10-10-10, but I used what I had. They say about 1 pound of fertilizer for 10 feet. These are two 10-foot rows, so I had about 2 pounds, and I distributed it and just kind of raked it in the dirt, and then I put mulch around. When I put the wood chips mulch, I make sure that the wood chips are not up against the stalk, the cane of the raspberries, because you don't want it up against it because you can get rot. And it's also bad for rodents. Now the mulch, just like I do on my Christmas trees, we put mulch around them. A couple reasons: it keeps the weeds down, it keeps the ground nice and cool, and it keeps in moisture. So you kind of make a donut hole around each one. And when it rains, the water will actually go into there and seep in, and the rest of the mulch will keep that full row nice and moist. Now I am going to be putting in trellis, but all I'm going to do is at the end of each row, I'm going to stake in 2 metal posts on the end of each row, and then just run some string along back and forth, kind of midway and up top, just to help support them so they don't get too droopy onto the ground. And then I'll also be able to keep it mowed in between. So thank you very much for my raspberry canes. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to them. I'll let you know later on in the season how they came up, and hopefully this helped you. And I love raspberries. Have a great day.